Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sukram, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road. The pregame show is brought to you by La Herda Imports, family owned and operated since 1995. Visit laherdaimports.com for more details.
And we welcome you inside the Powassan Sportsplex as we're back for Powassan Voodoos hockey here on the Frontline broadcast.
Yep.
We're here ready for the Sioux Thunderbirds on a back-to-back for the Powassan Voodoos and the Sioux Eagles. But tonight, it's the Sioux Thunderbirds that's here tonight, and I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined by birthday boy Ben Long as our producer and color analyst for this one. So, Ben, thank you so much for being along for the ride once again on a bit of a special day for you. I'm sure you'd much rather be at home relaxing or playing guitar than being here in Powassan right now.
I mean, I would enjoy it, but, you know, calling a game in the hometown after on my birthday, that's very special.
And it's your 19th birthday, right?
Exactly. I'm just old enough to hit the bars now.
There we go. Of course, you know what goes good is bars and hockey, right? So
exactly.
We'll talk about that later, but right now let's talk about our players to watch.
Players to Watch is brought to you by Mike the Financial Advisor. If you have financial questions, he has financial answers. On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mike the FA.
So, Ben, I'll take us off with the Sioux Thunderbirds player to watch, and it's Brody McConnell-Barker. We saw him in the NOJHL showcase when we saw the Sioux Thunderbirds. He has 10 points in 9 games so far as a defenseman, 2 of them being goals, 8 assists. He's also, his older brother's also Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds. I believe the captain, Bryce McConnell-Barker, who's a top 5 OHL draft pick in 2020 behind, of course, Ty Nelson. I believe he went 4th overall to the Greyhounds in that draft. And you know what? So he's playing in the same town as his brother. He's also drafted by the Greyhounds as well.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I'm sure that was coordinated by them to have their high draft picks right there, right? It's nice to have family around too, so when your guy's playing out of town. But yeah, it shows that he has the pedigree, right? He comes from a family that values hockey and the hard work to get up to these levels of hockey, so he has the work ethic to keep going with it.
That's exactly it. And, of course, you know, the Sioux Thunderbirds aren't the official, as they take to the ice, the official affiliate of the Sault Ste. Marie Greyhounds, but they are pretty much in every way, shape and form Let's go through our Powassan Voodoos player to watch, and that's number 7, Connor O'Brien. He's turned it on lately with 15 points, and hopefully he enjoys what we have here tonight with a new goal song that he picked, although the PA guy is not playing it, so I'm a little bit miffed by that. Might have to have a conversation with him after that.
Well, they haven't scored a goal yet.
That's true. We'll have to see what's going on, but anyways, with that, we'll get ready for some national anthems here, and we'll be back with the front line on the other side.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
This period is brought to you by Canada Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadacollege.ca/perks for more information. And once again, we welcome you inside the Powassan Sportsplex for this Friday evening tilt between the Sioux Thunderbirds and the Powassan Voodoos. We'll give you your starting netminders here in this one. Starting in net in the away crease is Mr. Colton Bourret, a former North Bay Battalion prospect, and of course a player that played with the U18 Trappers last year, the North Bay Trappers. In 9 games this year, he has a 3-6 record for 325 goals against average and 894 save percentage. So not the greatest numbers, but decent enough to get the start here in his old backyard, so to speak. Ben, why don't we take us through the starting goaltender for the Powassan Voodoos?
Starting for the Voodoos, we have Cannon Flageau. He's played 14 games so far. He's put up a 2.71 goals against average and a 916 save percentage. And he's been looking good lately. He's kind of turned things on a little bit.
He has indeed, as we're underway here in the Sportsplex. The Voodoos in their home greens going from right to left. The Thunderbirds going in their road whites and orange, going left to right in this one to start this one off. As we go now through, the Voodoos going through here, or rather the Thunderbirds, as Novello sends that one rink wide and into the Voodoo zone. Ricci goes in to play the boards, and Novello keeps that puck in as the Thunderbirds are on the attack here early. Smetham, who's turned it on as well, sends the puck down the length of the ice, and despite O'Brien maybe having a step, not able to get in for right away, so that'll be a quick icing call here in this one.
Yeah, that was a close call there. That really could have gone the other way and just let them go for it. But, you know, for plays like that, especially early in the game, why put people at risk? Call it down, start over with a face-off.
That's the nice thing about these icing calls in this level. It was silly for years, and one thing I definitely agreed with Don Cherry a lot when I was a kid was why kill yourself for an icing call, right? Like, you go down the ice, we get another stoppage of plays, the puck's up and off the roof. But yeah, you don't want to kill yourself for a needless icing call, right?
Yeah, and like, maybe Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals, where there's a lot on the line, but in regular, there's no point, and there's no point having the game be structured in a way to have that be a risk off the top.
No, indeed, as the puck now is along the end boards. The Thunderbirds again with the possession. They get the puck out. They try to get a shot away, but they can't manage to get one on Flageau. Puck now comes to the point. Patrick blocks that one, and now it's under a Thunderbirds player. But the Voodoos are able to get that one down the ice. Going that way is Gazic, one of the new acquisitions here for the Voodoos, making his Powassan debut. A little bit more on him later on in the broadcast. A couple of new faces here in Powassan, although one of the other new acquisition has played a couple of games. Going the other way now. The Voodoos get it in. Service goes to get the puck, but it's played away by Bure. And it's whacked at here, but kept in by Rismond. And it's back to Kelly, who tries to get it back out front to McDonald, but instead it's out to the neutral zone. Bure out to play the puck. It comes around. The Thunderbirds lose possession on it. Now with Kelly. Kelly gives it up to Long. And now we have a scrum in the corner. Rather, that's Thompson. Back to Rismond. And it didn't take long for Chase Thompson to become not the new guy in the dressing room, as General Manager Chris Dawson doing a lot. As the puck's out quick and Thompson can't get it away. Brace Thompson! Now the puck on the secondary chance goes wide of the net. Voodoos buzzing here. Back in for McDonald. McDonald can't get the puck on that one. And that's Kearney who started that one to get back up into the neutral zone. And quickly Shields gets the puck back in to the Sioux zone. O'Brien, our player to watch for the Voodoos, dumps it back in. And Kearney picks it up. Kearney settling things down as the Voodoos have come alive here in the last couple of minutes. And there's the other new acquisition for the Voodoos, Leotino. Again, more on them momentarily. We'll talk about them coming up, of course. And it's back into the Voodoos zone. Puck goes around the perimeter. O'Brien misses that one. And the puck comes out for the Voodoos. They had the makings of a 2-on-1, but a good defensive play there by the Thunderbirds thwarted that. And it's back in to the Voodoos zone, but the Voodoos get the puck out and down the ice, although it will hit Bure's net, so no icing call on that one. Now the Thunderbirds just slowing things down once again. Got the puck up the ice. And it's quickly thwarted by Little, the red-hot defenseman for the Voodoos. As Lake deposits his man, that's Patrick. And Service comes and picks up the errant puck. Service dumping it back. Bure back out to play the puck. He's come out of his net quite a bit in this one. And we'll have to see if that one haunts him later. As the puck's back to the blue line, Wilkie takes the shot. It's wide of the net. Little picking up the rebound, gives it to Service. Little also with a big hit in the corner as well. That was Novello taking the brunt of that one. Now we're going to have a delayed penalty here, and it's going to go against the Thunderbirds. So the Voodoos are going to be on the power play here with 15:47 left in the first period. But as we mentioned, two new Powassan Voodoos making their home debuts tonight. Linik Leotino and Thomas Gazic making their debuts. Both are 20-year-old Americans, so they're from out of the country, of course. Leotino has been described as a puck-moving defender, similar to Alex Little. Always good to have another Alex Little on the team. And we'll get back to Gazic on the other side. Actually, we'll get back to him now as the puck is quickly out of play and into the netting. Gazic, who started the season in the Manitoba League in Swan Valley, is described as a skilled forward who has 28 goals in the NA3HL for the Great Falls Americans last year. Again, both are 20-year-old American players. Puck comes in from Wilkie, and it's blocked in front. And the Thunderbirds send the puck down the other way, and there are some roster moves going the other way of players leaving the Voodoos that we'll talk about as well to make room for the two newcomers. Shields over to Smetham. Smetham tries to get a shot through, but it hits the skate of the Thunderbirds defender and goes wide. Back to Wilkie at the point. It's in for Smetham, but he can't get the handle on that one. And O'Brien sends that one in deep for Smetham. Thunderbirds now just keeping it wide. We can't tell you how much time's up, but I can tell you there's over a minute left on the power play. Because once again, that pull, we're going to have words at some point, me and that pull this year. Back to Wilkie, to Little. Back to O'Brien. Tried to get it quickly back to Little. And quickly the Thunderbirds are on the pounce here as Cap comes in. He takes the shot. It's over Flageau's glove. Cannon Flageau sporting some new equipment in this one, but that glove remains the same as it's still blue.
Yeah, goalies like to keep their old gloves.
I don't blame them as a baseball player myself. I like my old glove over my new glove, but the only way you'll get to that new old glove feeling is by using that new glove.
A la Joe Verbetic with the Habs color glove last year.
That is true. And the Voodoos can't maintain possession, less than a minute left on the man advantage. Ricci sends the puck into the zone, and Thompson has to walk the line to avoid the delayed offside. Thompson back to the blue line. Now that's Gazic who tried to walk that one in. He couldn't get it to go. Gadget now on the far side half wall, and the puck's sent down the ice, but rather into the Thunderbirds bench for another stoppage in play. But real quick, as we mentioned, outgoing to make room for Gazic and Liatino, the Voodoos traded Andrew Scott, another American, to Cochrane for a development fee. So we'll see Andrew Scott at some point as he remains in the NOJHL. Also, third-string goaltender Caleb Saunders has been let go as well. He got his first Junior A win last Friday, though, however, against the Cochrane Crunch in a 6-2 victory. So the Voodoos going with Flageau and Duraco, at least for the time being. But it seems like every game we're talking about new Voodoo players.
Yep.
Speaking of one there, that's Gazic again, going up the ice with a lot of speed. Brings it out front, setting up Thompson, but he can't get the tip in. Back to Gazic. And now it goes around the zone. We're back to 5-on-5 hockey. And the puck is into the slot. Barupi gets the puck up to Marlowe. Marlowe goes cross ice for his defenseman. And the shot comes in, and Flageau knocks that one down. And we're just under 7 minutes into the game, Ben, and that's only our second shot we've seen of this one, as it's 1-1 for each team.
Wow.
Doesn't feel like it.
I mean, there's been a few shots that just didn't quite make it to the goal, though. So, I mean, it's a little deceptive, but, I mean, now, it was nice to see Gazic take a little skate there, you know, in front of the new crowd.
Yep.
And since we got another quick whistle there, I'll point out, we've mentioned before that Chris Dawson's been really an astute GM in terms of scouting Americans. So to see two new 20-year-olds come in at this league is going to really help them have a competitive team this year right now.
Exactly, and that's the thing is the OHL is a 19-year-old league. The NOJHL is very much a 20-year-old league. So the more 20-year-olds, you don't really have a cap on the overagers. So the more you get in your lineup, we saw it in 2019-20. They loaded up on 20-year-old players, and it really paid dividends for them. Unfortunately, once again, because of the pandemic, they weren't able to add a ring to their trophy case, but I'm guaranteeing it right now. If we could go back and have a redo, they're winning the championship that year. Puck goes around the end boards. Caden Long tries to get it up and out, and he can't. Risman now getting into some rough stuff. But with that, the puck gets into Flageau as the puck rolls in on him, and he just covers that one up. A little bit of rough stuff now after the whistle. This is the first time these two teams have met this year, but the Voodoos are a little bit familiar with the Sioux Eagles that they played earlier in Sudbury at the NOJHL Showcase, who will be in town tomorrow night. So it's a double dose of the Sioux here this weekend.
Yeah, I thought there was an error on the calendar that there was a road trip up to the Sioux, play back-to-back games there, but nope,
Yeah.
Both teams are coming here.
Yep. It would make sense. Of course, Sioux, Michigan and Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. I've only been to Sioux, Michigan for about a whole 10 minutes. Actually, it was a couple of hours. We went for dinner there, but it's kind of nice to have it there. Shields with the shot. Beret with a nice glove save. Stops that one. And once again, showing why, we talked about it earlier, why goaltenders love their gloves.
Yep.
So if you get a new set of pads, do you keep the old gloves, or do you only ever get new sets of pads, or do you do all of it?
I've never just bought them all together. My first set of stuff that I took home from my store was all matching. Since then, I've just done mismatch stuff anyway.
Do you get like one pad and a different pad, or do you keep those? Oh, really?
Different sizes, too.
Oh, that would kill me inside. That would kill me so much.
Yeah, no, I'm about due some new pads. I took a puck to the ankle the other day.
Oh, no thank you. I bet you that felt great.
Yeah, it's...
O'Brien almost got a break. Gets the puck out to Smetham, but he couldn't get a handle on it. Reese Smetham scoring a couple of goals the last time that this team was home, or rather against the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, so that's a couple of home games ago. He's sitting at 7 goals, leading the team so far through the early part of the season. Back to Leotino. And now they lose the handle on it. And as Smetham was going off for a line change, he hadn't yet got there. The puck came to him in the neutral zone. He just stopped, turned around, fired it back into the Thunderbird zone. McConnell Barker, showing why he's a draft pick of the Greyhounds, goes for a bit of a skate. And Leotino now picks the puck up behind his net. Leotino looking up ice. Gets it to Thompson. Over to Kelly. Kelly picks that one off and goes for a bit of a skate, but he loses the handle of it in the corner. Gazic comes in for support. And Kelly picks it up coming out of the corner. Back to Risman. Risman takes the shot. It's tipped in front. Second chance comes off the post, and the puck is out of the zone. Well, we only have 5 shots on goal so far combined between the two teams. As Santa Maria now tries to take the shot. He's stopped by Flageau. I would argue that the Voodoos have had 2 of the better scoring chances in this game so far.
Yeah, they've had a couple good ones, but, I mean, the Sioux right there had a good bust in there. That wasn't a great chance. It was a bit of an odd angle, and Fleischaud was pretty squared up to it, so I wouldn't say that was a great chance, but for 10 minutes in to only have 6 shots, that's a bit of an oddball.
It is. Especially with some of the shot totals we've seen here that the Voodoos have put up themselves.
Yeah.
50-some shots a couple of weeks ago against French River. My goodness. Fullerton with the puck. Looks up ice. Gazic couldn't get a hold on that one as his service now gets it in. Takes the shot. It's wide of the net. Gazic picks up the rebound. Service. Loses the handle in the corner, but then picks it back up on a good stick by Gazic. Gazic gets it back to the blue line for Ricci. Ricci with the shot. Beret saw that one all the way and was able to get a glove down on that one. So for another stoppage and play.
Yeah, so we're having... Did that time go down? It was just over 10 minutes at the last face-off. I don't know if that clock moved at all during that play.
Well, I'm about to give Jeremy Love, the Storman, a bit of a benefit of the doubt. He is pretty good with that clock. He does have a little trigger there that starts it for him, but I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention to the time, to be honest with you. It's not like North Bay Memorial Gardens. You got the time in a million places. You only have one spot here. And for officially under a minute, McConnell Barker walks the line, takes the shot. Flageau knocks that one down. And the Voodoos counterattack. Going through the neutral zone to Smetham. Smetham takes the shot. Beret kicks that one aside. O'Brien was there for the rebound, but instead the Thunderbirds pick it up. O'Brien with a good stick in the neutral zone sends that one back in, and they go for a wholesale line change. Thunderbirds leaving the puck behind their zone. McConnell Barker once again with it. He's looking dangerous for a defenseman in this one. Going for a bit of a skate a couple of times. Service. Takes a big hit behind the net, but he's able to get up and keep going. Sturge. He's muscled off the puck by Carney. And going the other way is Cap. Cap losing the puck, but instead it's going to be the Sioux that gets it back with a quick shot out front. And speaking of goal scoring chances, there was a golden one for Cap, but Flageau knocked that one aside. Long. Looking around for some more options. Says to give it back to Leotino. And Service quickly down to the other zone. Nearly gets the puck away for Long. Long taken down. Behind the net. No call coming on that one. And now it's behind the net once again for the Thunderbirds. The temptation to call them the Greyhounds is way too high. Walking into the Voodoo zone almost uncontested, but the Voodoos are able to get the puck with Little carrying the puck out of the zone now. Looks up ice, and Carney's going to take it the length of the ice for him before sending it back up into the neutral zone. Excuse me. 8 minutes and 11 seconds left in the period, and Boré goes out to pick it up. And now just slowing things down once again are the there it was, the Thunderbirds. Going up the ice is Truckin. He gets around Little, skates around the net, tries the wraparound. Flageau was on that one. Kelly loses the puck going out of his zone. As now the Thunderbirds are applying a little pressure here on the back-to-back shifts. Little up to McDonald. McDonald gets it to Kelly, who tries to get it up and over the Thunderbirds, and he does. He can't get the pass to go, though, and the Thunderbirds pick it up on maybe a high stick, but no call. Going the other way now is Dundas. Dundas to Novello. Novello takes a shot. Flageau kicks that one in behind his net. And now it's Gazic who picks it up behind his net. Giving it to Risman. Risman quickly up to Thompson. And that's going to be McDonald who sends that one down to the end of the ice. Gazic takes the body instead of playing the puck. And the Thunderbirds recover. Thunderbirds slowly out of their zone. Get it to the neutral zone for Novello. He loses the handle on it, but the Thunderbirds recover. Novello going for a skate. Sends it back in. Good stick by Service disrupts that one. The Thunderbirds regain as that's Raymond. Over to McConnell Barker who takes the shot. Flageau covers that one up, and that'll bring us to our mid-period break, and we'll be back on the other side of this one.
This period is brought to you by Canadore Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks for more information.
So, here we are back. We got a bit of time going here still left on the clock in this intermission break here. One thing that we've seen in the last few minutes of the game, probably the last 3 shifts or so, it looks like the Sioux have just said, you know what, we're going to make this a physical game. Let's play the body. And they've really just taken it to North Bay and kind of hit them every chance that they've had. I think at this type of level, that will take you a long way. And I think North Bay, unless they find a way to combat against that, maybe get a little more physical themselves, they might be in for some trouble tonight. We've seen the shot totals rise to, it's 5 for Powassan, 8 for the Sioux now. And as they've got physical, they've got a lot more shots on net, and a couple good ones in that time too.
We'll see for sure if the Thunderbirds are able to keep up the pressure. 6:35 left in the period. And we have no score yet in this one. Back underway here at the Sportsplex. Little tries to get the puck out of his zone, but he can't. Cap tries to get it back to the zone. Now it's White Cloud with it. White Cloud gets a pass O'Brien. And now Smetham has to come in quickly and try and get it, but it's Little who gets to it first. As McConnell Barker tried to get that one passed out. Into the corner. McConnell Barker with a there's a puck battle there. And he gets the puck into the corner for Dundas to go after. Going around the back of the net now. And now it's Truckin into the Voodoos zone. Truckin leaves it for Dundas, who gets it behind the net to Cap. Cap with the best scoring chance now for the Thunderbirds in this one. And ever since then, they've kind of turned it around. Back in now. They try a center ice pass, couldn't go. Shields now picks it up. Looking up ice. And it's just going to hit the stick of O'Brien, so that way there's no icing. And going back into the Thunderbird zone, they'll try and regroup. Now it's Barupe carrying it in, takes the shot, it goes wide of the net. Marlowe tries to get it past the Voodoos in the far side half wall, and they can't. McDonald chasing after the puck. Voodoos can't get anything going here for the last 5 minutes or so. Barisman looking to change that with the puck. Fullerton looking up ice, gets it to Thompson, and the puck came quickly off his stick, and Kelly gets it out front. And it was just out of the reach of his partner, McDonald. Leotino up the ice to Kelly. Kelly looking cross ice to Patrick, who sends it cross ice. Kelly loses that one. Going the other way is the Thunderbirds. Delayed offside. Dundas is just going to wait for the puck to come to him. If there's no one there, as Marlowe takes a high and wide backhand chance. Gazic on the far side half wall loses it. Dundas comes in, fakes the shot. And the Voodoos again having all types of fits trying to get it out. Lake takes the shot, it's blocked in front. And now the puck out to the blue line for Dundas. Going the other way now. Big hit at the zone as Patrick was going for the head, it looked like. But Lake's quick to get back up. Little skates the puck down the zone. And now it's just going to be Dundas who goes for a skate with it. And he picks it back up behind his net. Before leaving it on a slow developing play there for the Thunderbirds. Novello into his zone. Sends it around the net. Thunderbirds going to be first on that one again. Get it to the slot area, but they get into the corner instead. Novello goes for a skate. Gets back out, and that's a quick backhand chance. Again, Flageau had to be good on that one, and then we have some rough stuff after the whistle. Shots on goal, 9-5 in favor of the Thunderbirds through the first 16 minutes and 53 seconds here in this one, Ben.
Yeah.
And some rough stuff. You just have to think that the Voodoos are going to need something to motivate them here, as they've been playing on their heels for the better part of half the period now.
Well, that's the thing they've been physically taken advantage of for at least 7 minutes of the 17 that we've seen so far. It's nice to see them show a little bit of life there. We're around, standing up for their goalie. It's nice to see Cannon Flageau. He's showing a lot better puck control on his rebounds and getting stuff covered up. So he's keeping them in this game.
He's looking more and more like the goaltender, as the Voodoos are going to get one face-off violation there. If they get two, it's a delay of game penalty. It's taken, but yes, Flageau looking more and more like the goalie that General Manager Chris Dawson thought he was getting when he signed the Colorado product. Wilkie looking up ice for O'Brien. He can't get anything to go. And Fellinger loses the handle on that one. McConnell Barker now gets around O'Brien and gets it up to Cap. Cruchon quickly in. And the Thunderbirds can't get anything on that one. Coyote goes around the zone. And he's knocked into the boards. And now Little taking the puck through the neutral zone. Little loses the handle on it, leaves it for O'Brien though. O'Brien takes a shot. Beret stops that one. Rebound came to the slot area, but no one was there for it. Kelly dumps it in. Beret comes out to play it. Beret dumps it back. And it's just going to be left there for his defenseman, Fellinger. McConnell Barker looking up ice. Slowly. No pressure at all. And it comes in, and a quick shot is stopped by Flageau. The secondary chance stopped by Flageau again. Flageau with a flurry of saves, keeping the Voodoos in this one. The second attempt, what a great block by a Voodoos defender. And then the second shot came through on the third attempt. And Flageau had to be good on all of those. Risman. Back to Thompson. Thompson over to Fullerton. Fullerton looking up ice, dumps that one down the ice. Beret got a piece of it. Slow it up, but Thompson now behind the net with it. Thompson rubbed off the puck. It's back to Risman, but Risman can't get a shot away. And now Kelly tries to get one to go. Thompson looking for some options. Steals the puck behind the net, but he's being harassed by Santa Maria, the captain of the Thunderbirds. And we'll have another penalty here with 59.5 seconds left on the clock. And a scoreless game here, as it looks like it'll be the Voodoos who are penalized with Thompson going to the box.
Yeah, 2 minutes for hooking there. I mean, you get to stick around the guy, there's not much you can argue against. But one thing I've seen that's weird in this last bit here Powassan are lining up 3 against their blue line. They're doing like a classic neutral zone trap.
They are. They're keeping the Thunderbirds. They're pushing back a little bit now through the last few minutes. But now we'll have to see if they can kill off this penalty, which could last into the second period, depending on if the Thunderbirds are able to score here in the last 45 seconds. Back to McConnell Barker. To Truchon. To McConnell Barker. McConnell Barker going for a bit of a skate, walking the line. Gets around service, takes the shot. Flageau knocks that one aside. But Cap on the rebound puts the Thunderbirds up 1-0 on the power play.
Yeah, that was a bit of an odd one there. When you get rebounds in close like that, a goalie's almost better just to stay down and in his butterfly. But there we saw Flageau try to get up in between the little saves, so it just bounced in. Quick, easy rebound right under his pad there.
Yeah, you know what? Through the first 11 shots on goal, I mean, even then on that one, Flageau has been outstanding to start this game. So, he needs some help up front in this one for sure. And they're in tough against a good Sioux Thunderbirds team. Truchon loses that one. Service going down on the counterattack. Service tries to get it out front. That one's just blocked out front. And we're going to get a nicely call here with 14.1 seconds left on the clock. It's a 1-0 Thunderbirds lead. And one thing I've noticed is the Voodoos are really trying to go for that middle of the ice pass when they're in the zone, which again, high danger chances come from the slot. Yeah. But if it's not there, you got to look for other options.
Well, that's the thing, right? You want those chances. You want your bodies there. You want to make those plays. But if you're not making those plays, you can't just give up the puck like that.
No. The Thunderbirds are going to get the puck, or rather, now they're going to get the puck out of their zone. Truchon going the other way. Takes the shot, but it's blocked in front as Wilkie stops that one, and that'll do it here for the first 20 minutes of play in Powassan. A final minute goal kind of taking the momentum a little bit away from the Voodoos faithful here in the crowd. And now we have a 1-0 game for the Thunderbirds. Ben, what'd you think of that first period? I know we got most of your thoughts during the period, but might as well get a summary here at the end.
Well, I mean, it wasn't too bad of a period. I think Powassan's lucky to be coming out only down by 1, though. There was a few really good chances on Flageau that he kept out of the net. I think they can, if they can leverage that, the fact that they're only down by 1, and come into the next period and really kind of try and take it to Sioux as much as they can.
Well, we'll have to see if those answers are answered on the other side of this. Keep your eye on the front line. We'll be back with more after this.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items, or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sukram, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined this time around by Sam Boyven. And before we get to Sam's thoughts on the first period, we'll take you through the NOJHL scoreboard. Scoreless after 20 minutes in Hearst is the Greater Sudbury Cubs and the Lumberjacks. Kirkland Lake finds themselves down 1-0 to the Sioux Eagles. Elsewhere, Elliott Lake is up 2-0 on the Espanola Paper Kings at the end of the second period. So that'll do it for the NOJHL. In North Bay, it's scoreless after one between the Nipissing Lakers in that game. And then we also have a score update on the North Bay Battalion. They're up 1-0 on a goal by Matvey Petrov. 2 minutes and 50 seconds into the first period against the Hamilton Bulldogs, which, as head coach Ryan Houlihan said to me post-game yesterday, I said, you're going down to Hamilton for the first time since they eliminated you in the Eastern Conference Finals last year. What's the message? He says, quickly, I just said to the boys, May 27th, 2022, you know what happened. And that's exactly what happened, the Battalion being eliminated in 4 straight games. In this one, it's 1-0 after 20 minutes of play between the Thunderbirds and the Voodoos. And the Thunderbirds lead 13-6 on the score, on the shot clock as well. And finally, for the first time, I'll welcome in Sam. Now, Sam, you got to sit there, and welcome to the program. Thanks for joining us. You got to sit there taking 20 minutes of action. What'd you like?
I thought it was a very good period for the Thunderbirds. I thought that the game started off pretty slow, but the action picked up towards the end of the period. Thunderbirds really played well, controlled possession. The Voodoos just didn't play a strong period, failed to get some shots on, failed to capitalize on opportunities. So hoping for a better second period for the Voodoos. Yeah, the Voodoos, I found they started off actually a little strong. They had a couple of good opportunities on parade, but as the period went on, it eventually became all Sioux Thunderbirds towards the back half of that period. And you got to think head coach Peter Goulet probably went into his locker room and told them what he saw and what adjustments they can make. And this is a team that's coming in on a 4-game winning streak, so I mean, they've been doing something right as of late. As they come back out onto the ice now, the Thunderbirds and the Voodoos. Lejeau, the goalie for Powassan, really kind of keeping his team in it, I found too, Sam. Absolutely. It's been a solid period for the Thunderbirds the last period. I think that what you got to do is you got to have not many power plays. Very disciplined game. There was one penalty for the Thunderbirds. Voodoos couldn't capitalize on it, but you want to keep the game clean.
For sure.
You don't want to have you know.
Well, and that's the thing with the Voodoos that we've noticed is that even when they do get their power plays, they're not really capitalizing this year on power play opportunities. But the Thunderbirds capitalizing their lone goal coming with the man advantage as they were able to get a quick secondary chance, and we're underway here in period number 2. The Voodoos once again in their home greens going left to right in this period, and the Thunderbirds in their road whites going right to left as the two teams swap sides in the second period. And again, 1-0 lead for the Thunderbirds after 20. And behind his net is McConnell Barker, who is our player to watch for the Thunderbirds. We'll have to keep an eye on him. Going the other way is Fellinger. Into the slot. The Voodoos clogged that one up, but the Thunderbirds pick the puck back up as Novello sends it in for Lake. Twisting and turning. The Thunderbirds with a pass attempt. Get it out into the neutral zone. McConnell Barker sauces that one across the ice for Fellinger, and now he gets the puck back. Through the neutral zone goes McConnell Barker, taking the shot, and it's right in on Flageau's chest, right where the goaltender likes it. So again, 1-0 game for the Voodoos, and the Thunderbirds, or rather it's for the Thunderbirds, not for the Voodoos. And following at home on the power play. And that was Cap, the alternate captain for them, who's out there now touching the puck. Number 22 in your programs. Cap gets it back to Fellinger. Fellinger takes the shot. It's wide of the net. A delayed penalty coming now as the Voodoos touch it up. And Powassan will go to the box as it looks like they're going to send Gazic. No. I don't know who they're sending to the box. Oh, there it is. Patrick's going to the box. So, as you just mentioned, the Voodoos need to play a little bit more disciplined, and they didn't. And quickly here, we're just over a minute into the second, and Thunderbirds have another power play.
Just got to have good penalty kill for the Voodoos here. You can't let shots get on net. You got to get the puck down. So.
Well, a good start to them as the Thunderbirds win the faceoff, but they won it so well that it's back into their own zone. As McConnell Barker's back out there. Barely getting a break in this first couple of minutes here. Gets it up to Cap. He goes cross ice, but that's delayed offside. And the Voodoos are going to take the chance to dump the puck down the ice. Minute 35 left on the power play. McConnell Barker with the puck behind his net. Leaves it behind. And now going up the other ice, or the other way, is Chauchi. Chauchi with some speed around the net. Looking for some options. Gets it over to Fellinger. Fellinger takes the shot. It's deflected high and wide of the net. And the puck goes all the way back down to the Thunderbird zone. A minute 10 left on the man advantage for the Sioux on the penalty to Patrick. And now McConnell Barker can't get the puck on his intended target. Service with some speed. Gets it up to Santa Maria. The captain of the Thunderbirds takes that one away. Service now being a pest. Gets the puck back out to the neutral zone for Fullerton, but rather it's going to go down the length of the ice for the Voodoos. And that's once again newcomer for the Voodoos, Latello. Sends the puck down the length of the ice, kills some more time. 30 seconds left on the clock now. And Service just doing everything he can to be a good penalty killer here for the Voodoos, keeping the puck as far away from his net as possible. Leotino loses it. Now the Thunderbirds pick it up on the power play. Back out to Santa Maria. Santa Maria's pass is blocked by Kelly, and it's going to be sent down into the Thunderbird zone. That'll effectively kill this power play as there's 5 seconds left. Dundas getting the puck through the neutral zone. Looking for options, gets it out front of Flageau. And there was 2 Thunderbirds there, but Kelly was able to come in there and glove it down. And now it's behind the net for Fullerton. Fullerton looking for some options. The pass attempt gets to McDonald, but it's behind him or else he would have had the breakaway. McDonald takes the shot, Beret blocks that one aside, but there was no Voodoo there to corral that one home. Little, down behind his net, the captain of the Voodoos. Skates the puck up ice, gets it to McDonald. McDonald sends it in, and Thompson tries to get it around the net but can't. Picks it back up. Gets it back to Wilkie at the point. He can't hold the pass. And now Little quickly picks that one up and sends it back in. Little with speed, skates it in, scores! Alex Little, the captain of the Voodoos, with a snipe show over Beret's glove. And we're tied here at the Powassan Sportsplex at 1.
Yeah, great shot by Little coming in on the far side boards, around his defender, top corner, right above the Brojo's glove.
Yeah, he looked like he had nothing to shoot at. And then next thing you see the mesh behind Beret just move, and the celebration begins. What a great shot, just showing why he is, not only for his leadership, Sam, but I mean, just showing why he's an integral part of this Powassan Voodoos team, because that'll be his 5th goal and 19th point in 18 games. Petrovsky.
He's at a great rate.
He is, for a defenseman especially, he's over a point a game. We talk about McConnell Barker, who's over a point a game for the Thunderbirds as a defenseman. Little, looking good so far. O'Brien, our player to watch for Powassan, sends it in for the rebound. He picks it back up on the near side half wall. Risman keeps it in, sends the shot, and it's just wide of the net. Tyson Risman, a 4th-round pick of the North Bay Battalion, developing right here under the battalion's nose. He's got a game with the battalion as well. As Blackburn takes the shot, it's wide of the net. He's got a game with the battalion so far under his nose, as he played with the team when they were in Ottawa against the 67s a few weeks ago. You know, he's going to be the first call-up with an injury on defense. Although, as that goes for icing, with the battalion, as we saw last night, playing with 7 defensemen, you know, so they're not really hurting for defensive depth right now.
Not at all. They got great defensive prospects, got great defensemen on the roster, so.
Yeah, Turley was the 7th defenseman there last night. I thought he had a good game for the battalion in that 9. I mean, not many battalion players didn't have a good game last night, as I think 13 players on the team registered at least a point in the game. So
every forward got a point.
Wild, absolutely wild. Shields up to the red line, tries to dump it in. O'Brien with a big hit across the ice on Novello, or Dundas rather, and Fellinger's going to go the other way. There are 2 Fellingers on this team for the Thunderbirds. A Service with his pass is blocked up into the netting, and that one will go down. So we have Colby Fellinger, and we also have Austin Fellinger, and one has to imagine with a name like that, they're probably related, I would imagine, eh, Sam?
Yeah, definitely. Hockey's a family game, so
yeah,
families all around.
We saw it with the Powassan Voodoos, or not the Powassan Voodoos, the North Bay Battalion with the twins, Alex and Paul Christopoulos. Alex now plying his trade in Windsor. We just had Paul Christopoulos on the Frontline podcast this week, talking to us about his acting career for his Burger World. It's on the Burger World commercials. Although he threw us for a loop, we asked him on the podcast, is Corey Marks coming for the country night? No, he's on tour. Corey Marks shows up at Memorial Gardens, so I'm kind of a little bit miffed at Paul Christopoulos right now. Playback underway here at the Sportsplex. Service gets the puck up, and with some speed, really been impressed with his game the last few games. He doesn't show up on the score sheet a lot. Well, he does, I should say. He has 14 points in 19 games played so far this season. As a sent in, Flageau's going to glove that one down, so another stoppage and play as this game picks up the intensity level on the physicality side. But Liam Service, again, 14 points in 19 games played, but the last few games I've seen him play, he's been very impressive, I think. And I mean, in this one, what have you seen? Have you been watching Service at all?
It's hard to miss him out there. He's on every puck. He's always there. He's the first player that you notice on the ice.
Marlowe with the shot, 2 of them. They're both blocked. Santa Maria sends it around the net. And Thompson of Trout Creek fame gets the puck in and tries to get it back out. Thompson with another touch on the puck. Gets the puck up to McDonald, who can't get it out of the zone yet. And now Thompson taking hard on the hip, but he's able to get the puck up and over the blue line as it comes in for Flageau. He's just going to play it for Latino. The newcomer for the Voodoos. And he sends it back up ice. And the Voodoos go and chase it. Now going the other way quickly is Brope. He's looking for some options. Gets it to Santa Maria. Takes the shot. And Santa Maria! The Thunderbirds are up 2-1 here at the Sportsplex with another big shot over the blocker hand of Cannon Flageau.
Captain gets the goal for the Thunderbirds. Nice pass from the middle. Picked his spot in the net, shot it. Good goal.
Yeah, that's Daniel Beaupre with his first assist on the season. He has 5 goals. Santa Maria, that's his 3rd goal of the year. So the captain of the Thunderbirds helping his team out. And just after the Voodoos got back into this one, the Thunderbirds pick up momentum again. Fullerton gets the puck up to Patrick. Patrick leaves it, but the Thunderbirds quickly turn around before the Voodoos get it back. Service once again. In front to Patrick, who takes the shot, but it's right on Beret. And when you shoot it into the chest of the goaltender, likely not going to get many rebounds off that one.
No. Not at all.
12:56 here left in a 2-1 hockey game. And the Voodoos once again just got a goal. And now they find themselves back down 2-1. Quickly here as Santa Maria scores. Going the other way now. It's the 2 captains trading goals in this period, Alex Little and Brock Santa Maria. So leadership on full display on the offensive side of the game. Shields with a nifty move to create some space for himself. That's the puck cross ice to Wilkie. Wilkie back to his captain Little. Little fanning on the pass, but he's able to recover and get the puck up to Shields. Shields cross ice to O'Brien. O'Brien fans on the shot. Wilkie takes the shot. It's just wide of the net. I don't think Beret saw any of that one. Little going the other way now. Stops up. Once again creating some space in the Voodoos zone. Looks up ice. And now it's going the other way is Gazic. Gazic shot that one, but it's blocked away by Beret. Gazic now in the offensive zone. He's looked dangerous all game too in his first game here in Powassan. Sharp angle shot from Ricci. Doesn't go in. Beret knocks that one down, but the puck's back out for Cap. Cap goes cross ice to Chiauchi. And now the Voodoos are back on the attack. Service skates the puck up. Takes the shot. It's stopped by in and out of the glove of Beret. And the Thunderbirds back with possession. Looking up ice from Marlowe. It's off his stick. Flageau's going to pounce on that one quickly and stop that one up. Shots on goal 16-13 in favor of the Thunderbirds. So the Voodoos, once again, we talked about it at the beginning, Sam, where they need to play a little bit more up on their toes, where they've been on their heels, metaphorically speaking, of course, through the back half of that first period. Although they're down 2-1, how do you like the response so far?
Yeah, they had a good penalty kill at the start of the period. It's given them a bit of momentum going in. Of course, though, Santa Maria with the goal. Voodoos need to bounce back after that, though, but they're doing very well to start the period.
They are indeed. Hopefully they can tie it back up here, but we'll have to see. Blowing a tire behind the net was a Thunderbirds player, and now Dundas with the puck. Skates it around, or rather Beaupre. Beaupre looking for some options as he's got Kelly all over him. Might have gone offside with the pass going back out of the zone. There's no delayed offside, so Kelly staying in the zone and being a thorn in the Thunderbirds' side. Thunderbirds, once again, McConnell Barker. Gets it over to Fellinger. Fellinger tries to chip the puck in, but Fullerton was good on that one, got it back out. But Fellinger gets it quickly over to the goal scorer, Santa Maria. Santa Maria with the shot is blocked into the corner by Flageau. And Santa Maria goes to collect the rebound. And now the Voodoos are going the other way. Fullerton with some speed tries to get a puck on net. It's going to go wide. Thompson playing defense a little bit, but he's able to find Service and Risman there. Service with the puck, can't get it away from the Thunderbirds as they have possession now in the Voodoo zone. Thunderbirds chip it in. And now they're going to get some zone possession here as they skate the puck around. Novello takes the shot. It's off the side of the net. Novello not really giving up the puck. And now we do have a stoppage in play as we have Looks like we're going to get coincidental minors here. Or rather, I'm not really sure what's going on here.
I'm not too sure what just happened.
Penalty for his helmet.
Oh. Helmet off, so they're blowing the play dead. I don't think there is a penalty. The Thunderbirds are now going to be on the penalty kill, so the Voodoos will take that one. As we hear birthday boy and producer Ben Long chime in there to help us out a little bit. He's the referee whisperer, it seems, because he always seems to know what's going on. Also, we haven't done this one in a while, but our cameraman Mike Brown, it was his birthday about a month ago. Happy birthday, Mike. That's Petrovsky. Petrovsky is in the penalty box, and the puck is back to Wilkie. Wilkie takes the shot. It's blocked down by Beret. Service back to O'Brien. Over to Little. Little tried the quick one-touch, and he loses the handle on that one, and now the Thunderbirds are going to collect the puck and send it down the ice to kill some time on this man advantage. O'Brien. Over to Wilkie. Wilkie to Fullerton. Or rather Little. Little skates it in, and he's hemmed down by the boards. Chiauchi will send that one back down the length of the ice. Still over a minute left on the power play for the Voodoos as Flageau plays the puck for O'Brien. Wilkie skating the puck up ice. Gets it to Ricci. Ricci sends it in deep. The Voodoos are going to make changes now on the power play as the puck is right back down the zone, and it's in on Flageau's net. And again, the Voodoos just having some issues here as they're under a minute with the man advantage, and that's a theme that we've seen all year long. Gazic now skates it in. What a move for Gazic, and then a secondary chance is swatted away by the Thunderbirds. But you got to think Thomas Gazic really making Chris Dawson look smart on acquiring him with a couple of great shifts here in this game here in front of the Powassan fans in his first game in a Voodoos uniform. Fortunate bounce, keeps the puck in as Thompson looks over for Ricci. Ricci can't get the handle on it, is sent back down the length of the ice. Looks like Petrovsky's close to rejoining the play. And now the puck is back behind Flageau's net. And now we have the Voodoos in flight. And now we're getting another penalty here. Looks like it's another one going against the Thunderbirds, so maybe some fortune for the Voodoos here as they're going to get another power play opportunity, which they didn't do too much with the first one there, Sam.
No, they had that one good chance. Gadget came in, got a shot off, but overall a pretty lackluster power play. Maybe this one's going to do better for the Voodoos.
So it'll be a quick 5-on-3 for Powassan. If they can score within the first few seconds, they'll still remain on the power play. We'll have to see if they're able to put the pressure on here quickly. O'Brien, as it's now down to 5-on-4, so literally a second of 5-on-3. And Wilkie keeps the puck in, sends it back down, and we're going to get another penalty now against the Thunderbirds. They don't want it. Thunderbirds don't want to touch the puck. They were just playing the long game as the Voodoos bench was asking them to basically give it to the Thunderbirds to have the longer 5-on-3. And the Thunderbirds are saying, no, you keep the puck as long as it doesn't come in front of our net. A little bit of an interesting chess match there going on the ice. So we got a second of 5-on-3, Sam. We're going to get a long 5-on-3 here, assuming the Voodoos don't score right away. I'd love to be able to tell you the exact time, but now you guys, you can see as our viewers can't at home, we have a poll that kind of takes that away from us here.
Covers the half the time pretty much.
Yeah, that covers the seconds. You can only see how many minutes it is. So for over a minute, we'll have 5-on-3 play. Back to the point for Wilkie. Wilkie back to Little. Little over to O'Brien, takes the shot. Bray stops that one. And then the rebound by Shields right in the slot. Bray had to be strong on that one. And even though the Voodoos, getting one past him in this period, Baray's looked awfully good for the Thunderbirds.
He's looked very solid for the Thunderbirds this far. But the Voodoos got to do a better job at getting chances to him.
They do for sure as O'Brien skates it through the slot, gives it back to Wilkie at the point. Wilkie over to Little. Back to Wilkie. Wilkie takes the shot. It's dropped in front of the net. And Beret got that one somehow. Wilkie now loses the handle on it, and his Cap coming in. One-on-one with Little. Cap turns around, decides to send it back into his zone, and Bourret's going to come out to play the puck. Bourret, very much. McConnell Barker gets it back to his D partner, and the Thunderbirds are going to send the puck down the length of the ice. So we're under a minute left on the 5-on-3 opportunity left for the Voodoos. Little. And if you don't score on this power play, I fear the Voodoos may never score on the power play. It's been tough to watch at times this year as Little keeps that one in with a lot of speed on that one. Back to Wilkie, over to Little. Little in deep. Out front to O'Brien with a quick attempt by Shields, just goes wide. Wilkie recovers the puck at his blue line. Gets it up to Gazic. Gazic looking for some options, gets it back to Wilkie. Wilkie goes cross ice to Thompson, back to Gazic. Gazic switches the shot. It's blocked by Bourret. The second attempt is blocked by Kelly as he tried to get out of the way of the second shot. Gazic back to Wilkie. Over to Thompson. Thompson back to Gazic, or Wilkie. Gazic stops up, takes the shot. And he got a shot, and that's the first one done. So we're back to a 5-on-4 now, with the Voodoos finally getting some good attempts. And rather than Thompson, that was Service that had the puck. Gazic now. The Voodoos are about to go 0 on this 5-on-3 and a couple of power play opportunities here. The referee's giving them all the leeway to get back into this one, and we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Gazic sneaking in. His pass from Service can't get to him. And now Service, or rather that's Thompson, loses the puck to Marlowe. 5.5 minutes left here in the second period. The Thunderbirds with a 2-1 lead. And it's Sturge that gets the puck down the ice. Looking up ice, the Thunderbirds. And it's Fullerton who picks that one up. Fullerton trying to get it out to Kelly. And then the Thunderbirds help him out and get the puck out of the Voodoo zone. 5 minutes left now in the second. Big hit on the far side by the newcomer Latiano. Sturge gets the puck. And now it's back to Fullerton. Fullerton looking for long up ice. They can't get that one to go. And now it's to Santa Maria, who dumps it up for Fullerton. Fullerton behind his net looking for some chances. Gets it back out to the blue line. And now Kearney's going to go the other way. Rather, he's going to get stopped up by Long. Shields will get it back to Fullerton. And Fullerton will dump that puck in. Bourret out to play the puck. And Long knocks into Bourret. No penalty coming to that one, as that was the Thunderbirds player that essentially knocked Long into Bourret. 4 minutes left in the second. 2-1 Thunderbirds lead. The Voodoos on the strength of a couple of power plays now lead in the shot category. 20-19, but the Voodoos can't get past Bourret. Looking up ice now. A quick little touch by Smetham. Sends that one in deep. And now the Thunderbirds with possession in their zone. Shields tries to get to that one. Smetham keeps it in, gets it up to Shields, but it's past him for Kearney. Kearney going for a skate, stops up. Looks up ice for Petrovsky. And now Shields going the other way. And the Voodoos can't get anything going. Quick shot from Ricci, it's blocked. Shields tries to come out front, he's hauled down. Can't get the shot away. Smetham loses it to Petrovsky. Petrovsky going into the center of the ice. Big hit in the center of the ice is Novello and O'Brien. And now O'Brien's holding onto his stick, but no penalty coming there. One could argue it could go either way between Novello and O'Brien. So O'Brien was holding his stick and Novello was hooking him as well. Now O'Brien, he's got a burr in his saddle. And this shift, he just keeps hitting everything in sight, and now him and Fellinger collide. O'Brien picks up the puck in the neutral zone. Tries to send it out front. His pass almost was deflected on net. And now Petrovsky with the possession gets it over to Lake. Lake sends it in, but Little picks that one up. Patrick trying to go the other way, loses the handle on it. Petrovsky up ice for Dundas. Dundas is hit by Wilkie. And now Patrick overskates the puck and loses it to Cap, who scored the first goal of this game. Cap almost loses it to Service as Whole bunch of frantic play in the neutral zone right now. 2 minutes left in the second period. 2-1 Thunderbirds lead. As the neutral zone has just been clogged up here for the last couple of minutes. Fellinger with the puck behind his net. Leaves it for McConnell Barker. McConnell Barker going for a skate. Leaves the charge up ice. Takes a shot. It's off the stick of Latiano. And that'll go for a mid-period break with 1:47 left here in the second period. We'll be back on the other side of this.
This period is brought to you by Canada Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadacollege.ca/perks for more information.
Players to Watch is brought to you by Mike the Financial Advisor. If you have financial questions, he has financial answers. On Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Mike the FA.
So, Sam, this is usually the part of the broadcast where we talk about the players to watch, but we will maybe at the next break, as it was Ben Long who we talked about within the previous game. I can ask your opinion of them now, but I want to get Ben's opinion as well because he helped me pick them. But we were looking at Brody McConnell Barker, the defenseman for the Sioux Thunderbirds, and then we were looking at Connor O'Brien, the forward for the Thunderbirds. And quickly, Sam, before we get Ben's thoughts, just your thoughts on watching them this last two periods.
Well, McConnell Barker had an assist on the first goal for the Thunderbirds, and O'Brien had that eventful shift in the second where he was hitting everyone and had a good chance on net, so they've both done pretty good this game.
All right, now birthday boy Ben Long.
Yeah, this last 2 minutes of play really showed off why they were the players of the game. McConnell Barker showed off his skill with a couple skates down the ice and showed that family pedigree, and O'Brien just showed he wants to be out there to compete and fight for it.
Definitely fighting for it for sure. Maybe a little bit of a burr in his saddle with the lack of goal song that he chose. As we're hearing lots of drop the puck here from the audience. Of course, they just want to see hockey 24/7. Puck comes out, good pick off by the Voodoos. And now the Voodoos are going the other way. Thompson tries to get past the Thunderbirds defender, but they can't as he brings the puck into the near side half wall. Cap going the other way. He tries to lose the Voodoos defender, which he does. Kelly. Cap with the drop pass. And Fellinger now goes for a skate. Minute 17 here left in the second. McDonald picks it up in his own zone. Leaves it for Wilkie. Wilkie tries to get the puck back across ice to Little. Little up ice to to Thompson. And his pass nearly took out Kelly. Flageau knocks that one away. We're under a minute to go now in the second as they're knocked down. And the puck's back out to Fellinger. Fellinger tries to get that one back in. And the puck comes back out past the blue line. 40 seconds left as McConnell Barker picks that one up. His pass up to gets to Wilkie, but instead Thunderbirds going for a skate. Smetham decides to dump that one down. And that'll go for icing. So a offensive zone face-off coming for the Thunderbirds here with 28.5 left in the second period. 2-1. Again, the Thunderbirds lead. And it's going to be imperative here for the Voodoos to win the face-off, I believe, Sam.
Definitely, yeah. It's been pretty slow action for the past couple minutes, and I don't think there's been a shot in the past 5 minutes. So
no, it's been a while, that's for sure. Kind of had that a little bit in the first period, but O'Brien gets absolutely taken down by Marlowe, and now the two are exchanging words, and Marlowe comes after him a little bit again. So you can think the Thunderbirds bench definitely took notice of O'Brien's physical shift earlier this period, and they're going to dump it back into the Voodoo zone. Flageau's going to play it up ice, and that's going to do it here for the final buzzer in the second period. Again, the Sioux Thunderbirds lead 2-1 after 40 minutes of play. Sam, we talked to you at the first half of the period. What did you like about the Voodoos pushback in this one, and what did you like from the Thunderbirds?
Well, Voodoo started the period down 7 shots, and they ended it up 1. So it was fantastic shot-wise for the Voodoos. Had a couple good chances. Thunderbirds a little bit slow, but they had that power play. They had that goal, but they weren't very disciplined, and the Voodoos had those chances on the power play.
Yeah, the Voodoos definitely, their special teams are going to have to find a way to kick it into extra gear because they're being given the chances. It's just a matter of converting, but we'll have to see if they get another chance here in the third period. But that, of course, is on the other side of this. On the front line, as always, keep your eye on us on the front line.
Average Joe's Eatery and Patio Bar is North Bay's only year-round lakefront restaurant. On the shores of beautiful Trout Lake, we have been serving delicious food and stunning views since 1999. Indulge in one of our delicious menu items or simply sit with a cocktail in hand and watch the beauty of Trout Lake before your eyes. Check us out online at averagejoes.net or visit us in person at 3501 Trout Lake Road, North Bay.
As a Canadore College alumni, you have access to perks. Canadore Alumni Perks. This is a lifetime membership that includes special access to great offers, opportunities to get involved, and so much more. Graduates can access discounts and special offers from businesses and hotels locally, across Canada, and internationally. Get information on special events and news, or access the alumni job portal. Keep in touch with Canadore's alumni office. Visit canadorecollege.ca/perks. Great things happen here.
You rely on your vehicle to take you to the places that matter most to you. So bring your vehicle to the team you can rely on to keep it running at its best. Dave's Automotive Services. Whether you're getting your car or truck ready for the season with a tire change, making sure you're safe on the road with an inspection and certification, or doing your due diligence to keep your vehicle in tip-top shape with regular maintenance, Dave's Automotive Services has you covered. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect when you bring your car or truck to Dave's Automotive Services at 411 Airport Road. Call 705-478-5544 and book your appointment today.
The Frontline Podcast, Season 3. Courtney Kenny, Matthew Sukram, Derek Lindemann, Bob Coles, and Ben Long bring you closer to your favorite teams like never before. Covering everything to do with hockey in the North Bay area, exclusive interviews with the North Bay Battalion staff and players, expert analysis on the OHL, NOJHL, and more, keeping you up to date on all things Voodoos, Trappers, Lakers, and more. It's a new season, it's a new adventure. The Frontline Podcast Season 3. Available wherever you download your favorite podcasts.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.
And we welcome you back inside the Powassan Sportsplex for period number 3. I'm Courtney Kenny, pleased to be joined alongside once again Mr. Ben Long, who gave us his thoughts at the end of the second period. We're going to give you a quick score update here, as it's 2-1 or 1-0 for the Lakers after 40 minutes of play over York. Meanwhile, the North Bay Battalion, well, they've been scored on. Logan Morrison picking up the first goal of the game for Hamilton. But, however, as Matt would say, Kyle McDonald has scored the second goal of that one.
I'm loving it.
I am. However, as I'm reading that, it's literally taken down off the website, so maybe it's being reviewed. Don't like that very much.
Nope.
Yep, not a fan of that. But anyways, so Kyle McDonald may have scored. We'll also give you the NOJHL update as well. Just waiting for the scoreboard there. So after 40 minutes of play, the Greater Sudbury Cubs have a 2-0 lead on Hearst. The Sioux Eagles, who we'll see here tomorrow night, have a 2-1 lead on the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners. And the Elliott Lake Red Wings, the old team name is the Wildcats, have a 2-1 lead at the end of the second period on the Espanola Paper Kings. And we're back underway here at the Sportsplex as the puck for Little gets caught up in the water from the Zamboni as the ice hasn't fully dried. And once again, the Voodoos in their home greens going right to left, and the Sioux Thunderbirds and the Road Whites going left to right. The Sioux Thunderbirds leading 2-1 here in this period at the start of the third. And coming in quickly with a good glove save by Flageau, as that was a chance by Chiauchi, and another big pad save by Flageau keeps the Voodoos within one. So right off the hop here in the first minute, the Thunderbirds with two great opportunities. And if you're the Voodoos bench, you don't like to see that. But what you do like to see is Cannon Flageau making some big stops to keep you in it. Fellinger dumps that one in. Ricci stops that one up. Looks up ice. And quickly the puck's going the other way, but Gazic comes back in the other way. Back to the point for Latiano. And he sends it back down the other way. Going the other way, but they can't get past the Voodoos' new acquisition on the blue line. That's Liatino, rather. And it's quickly out front. And the Thunderbirds can't get that one to go. In the corner now, Marlowe tries to walk it out. Good block by I can't say his name anymore, Liatino. My goodness. Nick Liatino, the 20-year-old American, along with Gazic, two newcomers, but
Yeah.
Liatino has 1 point in 3 games so far with the Voodoos, whereas Gazic,
It's his first game.
this is very much his first game. So yeah, again, 2-1 lead for the Thunderbirds here after 40 minutes of play. We're about a minute and a half in as the Voodoos going for a late change. Whoa, no, the referees are saying, hey, hold up here.
Well, now they're having a little debate. So anyway,
That was a
like I
really
say,
late change.
I
Sorry.
imagine on the bench the coach is saying something about you got to start pressing them around. You can't let them walk around like that. There was too many chances where guys were just waving their sticks, and it gave Sioux too good of a chance on Flageau twice, and they can't be allowing that if they want to try and stay in this game. And
Exactly.
now looks like they're about ready for the face-off.
After a really late change by the Voodoos, I'm surprised they let that one go. The Sioux Thunderbirds bench was asking for an explanation from the referees, but play on as the Thunderbirds seem to be satisfied with that. Petrosky with a backhand chance. Flageau stops that one, and we're just under 2 minutes played here in this third period. Again, the Voodoos down by a goal in this one against the high-flying Sioux Thunderbirds.
Yeah, and so far this period, the two bright sides have been the two new guys making Chris Dawson look real good with the moves that he's made.
Yeah. Liatino for sure. Gazic has looked great as a forward out there for the Voodoos in this one. Fellinger takes the shot. Glove down by Flageau. And I have to say, a couple of weeks ago against the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners, even though they got the win, Flageau let in a couple of suspect goals since then. He's done a big turnaround,
Yeah.
I think, in net for the Voodoos. And
And I should correct myself. He's the third bright point that we've seen this period. He's made a few really big saves.
he has.
That, earlier in the season we may not have seen him come up with.
No, it's like he's got a whole new confidence level. But the team itself might have a whole new confidence level after taking on 3 tough teams up north in 3 days between Cochrane, Hearst, and Timmins. No, O'Brien with a big hit to Shields. Shields comes in with the shot! And what a goal by Tucker Shields on the backhand move! Oh my goodness, Tucker Shields with his 9th goal on the season, and we're tied at 2.
That was a great play on behalf of O'Brien, but man, that was beautiful finish by Shields there.
Gorgeous goal. And the way that he got the puck and was able to get it between his legs.
Yeah. He may not be Swedish, but there's some finish in there somewhere.
Oh my goodness. Who are you, Matt Sukram?
I stand by it.
Sturge dumps it in. Beret gloves that one down. And after it looked like the Voodoos might be in tough in this period, they come back and tie it up on a nifty goal by Tucker Shields. I think we'll be seeing that one again.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the highlight. I hope the clip is long enough to hear my finish pun.
Probably not. The NOJHL likes to do you dirty, Ben, and make you look like you're ripping the Voodoos.
All it's going to say is, he may not be Swedish. Done.
Oh, my. But again, I just got to say, the way he was able to get that puck off his backhand through his legs, or off his forehand through his legs to his backhand, and then beat Beret on the glove side. They've beaten Beret both times on the glove hand side, so.
Yeah, maybe there's a scouting report that they should be paying to there.
Wilkie with a nifty move, can't get it to go out for him. And now the Thunderbirds on a quick little 3-on-2. Truchon tries to get the puck to go. He can't get it. Fellinger tries to get a past Service, but he can't. Service back to his defenseman Little. Little, who scored the first goal for the Voodoos, absolutely undresses Cap in the corner. My goodness, now Little gets the puck up into the offensive zone with Wilkie getting the shot away. Patrick dumps it back in. And Service tries to dump it back, but now it's going to be Fellinger with possession. Fellinger looking up ice, gets it to Truchon. Truchon tries to get it past Patrick. Back to Fellinger. It's Little who strips him of that puck. And going the other way now is Smetham. Smetham comes out, throws the puck out front. O'Brien tries to knock that one in, but Shields gets it and throws it behind the net. Dundas looking up ice. He's just going to skate it through the neutral zone and get to the red line and dump it in. He's deposited onto the ice. And the Voodoos regain the puck. Smetham chips it up ice. Beaupre tries to get it to go, but instead it's going to come back to Smetham at the Voodoos blue line. Looking up ice for O'Brien. O'Brien loses the handle on that one. Smetham is able to get it back though. Smetham in the corner, back to the point for Ricci. Ricci takes the shot. Beret gloves that one down. 15:41 left in the third. Shots are 24-23 in favor of the Voodoos.
You know, I got to say this third period's looking like a completely different game than what we saw from the first two periods. The comeback in the shots to be ahead, that's a good sign, but they're playing physically. It doesn't look like they're being outmanned out there. They were just being outpowered earlier in the game.
Even earlier in this period, too, that first minute was all Thunderbirds. And since then, the Voodoos have turned things around in a hurry. Thompson back to the point, but no one's there. And the puck's going to go all the way back down behind the net. Flageau thought about playing it, but he leaves it instead. And Latiano gets it back up ice. Kelly tries another nifty move, but he can't get that one go. Quick shot coming across as the puck went cross ice for Long, but you heard that one thump off the pads of Beret, and he stops that one dead.
Yeah, Beret's been really solid. You got to respect the game that he's playing out there. Both goalies, actually. This score could be, if one goalie was having a weak game, this could be way out of hand one way or either way, though.
And we've seen it before in this league for sure. And Colton Beret, the former prospect of the North Bay Battalion, playing last year for the U18 Trappers in the Great North League. And now he finds himself with the Sioux Thunderbirds. Puck dumped back in into the Voodoo zone. Petrovsky goes after it. And Gazic loses the handle on it. A quick pad save by Flageau. Keeps that one out. Service battling for the puck. Petrovsky comes away with it, but he just pushes it too far over. Little looking for the puck behind his net. Can't quite get it, but the Voodoos regain possession. And now it's Gazic who loses the puck that time to Petrovsky. Little chips it up and out. And now it's going to be Patrick who goes the other way, but it's a 3-on-1 for the Thunderbirds, but he gets it over to Gazic who leaves it for Service. And Service can't get it to go. Dundas tries to get it up and out of the zone, but a nice stick by Patrick keeps that one in the zone. And now the Voodoos go for a quick change. O'Brien with the takeaway in the neutral zone. Gets it back to Smetham who dumps it in. And he's going to go for a change. Puck comes in. Voodoos with possession. Shields dumps that one back in. And he's taken down at the Thunderbirds bench, holding his lower back. Doesn't look like he's feeling very good about that one as he goes off the ice on one skate. He'd be quite the hit to the Voodoos if he goes off after scoring his 9th goal this year. And he has 16 points in 19 games as well. 9 goals, 7 assists on the year for Tucker Shields. We'll have to see if he gets back out there. We'll keep an eye on him for you. Thunderbirds with possession in their zone. Kelly, the high forward, turns it around. And now it's quickly out front. And they just sneak that one past Flageau. And the Thunderbirds regain the lead. As that was a weird one as Flageau went over to come and take off the pass. And he just kept on sliding as they never really got a good shot away. It just trickled in the net.
Yeah, that was almost a Datsukian type goal there. Where, he comes over to make the play and the puck's just kind of just outside of his reach, a little too far. And, you can't fault him on that, When you're coming in, when you have plays cross ice like that, you got to get across there fast and hard.
It looks like Darren Kapp is the goal scorer on that one. We'll just wait for official confirmation. And now Long goes after the puck. Thompson battling hard for the puck. Brings it out. Takes the shot. Beret stops that one. And now going in all alone is going to be Raymond. Raymond comes in, takes the move, and Flageau knocks him down, but we're going to get a delayed penalty here. Maybe even a penalty shot. Darren Long decides on it, and no, he's going to get a slashing penalty instead. He took a couple of moments to decide if he was going to call the penalty shot or not, and decided to go with the slashing penalty instead.
I think that's the right call, though. I don't think it had the impairment of the play the same way that a penalty shot requires to be called. And it wasn't a hook. He didn't pull him down, but he definitely did lay a slash on him.
So Raymond on the breakaway has resulted in a penalty now for the Voodoos to try and kill off. The Thunderbirds already with a power play goal in this one. And that's Patrick who's skating in quickly. Leotino with the penalty. And it is Darren Kapp credited with his second goal of the game. So that'll be his 12th goal on the year. And that mark easily leads all the Thunderbirds, as the next closest is 9. McConnell Barker gets the puck in. Now, Chiauchi held the stick of a Voodoos player so they couldn't clear it out right away. I'm sure you at home can hear the Voodoos faithful not really big fans about that one. But the referees say play on as Santa Maria, the other goal scorer for the Thunderbirds, picks up the puck in his zone. A minute left on the man advantage for the Thunderbirds. And Santa Maria through the neutral zone. Goes behind the net for Service. Service loses it. Now we have 3 green jerseys in the corner, trying to battle it out with the Thunderbirds. Killing lots of time here as Long tries to get it over to Rismond. And the puck just squeezes out of the zone, or squeaks out of the zone. So Thunderbirds have to tap out. And now they get the puck back in. 30 seconds left on the man advantage. 11 minutes left in the game. Thunderbirds retake the 3-2 lead. Long gets it up and out and down the ice. 17 seconds left on the man advantage. And now going through the neutral zone is Dundas. And he's going to go offside, which will likely effectively kill what's left of this power play with 6 seconds left then.
Yeah, this has been a really solid penalty kill. And the strange thing I was thinking about, I don't know if this is true, but it seems like we've seen more shorthanded goals for the Voodoos than power play goals.
We'll have to ask General Manager Chris Dawson, who's our statistician as well, to compile the stats for us on that one for sure. As the Voodoos get the face-off back into the Thunderbird zone. So coming back out is Leotino. Lake absolutely rocked as a couple of Thunderbirds players go down and the Voodoos regain possession. Back up to O'Brien. O'Brien tries to dump that one in. And now knocked back in is Petrovsky. Petrovsky and rather Little and Blackburn. And then Thompson gets a nice little whack by Blackburn as a shot comes in, but it's blocked by the Thunderbirds. Voodoos looking to get the equalizer here at some point. We're at the midway point of this period. And now it's Ricci through the neutral zone, loses it. Thompson tries to shovel it up, and he can't get it to go. Long with possession in his own zone now. Dumps the puck up and out. Patrick chops that one down. No icing will come as Patrick had it at the red line though. Kapp, who has 2 goals on the game for the Thunderbirds, gives it to his defenseman to just figure that one out, and that's Boudreau. 9:30 left in the third period. Going up ice now is Kapp. Kapp with a move, tries to get around a Voodoos defender, but instead Flageau is going to get the loose puck on that one. And now we'll have our mid-period break, this time pretty much at the mid-period, unlike last period. And stick with us, as on the other side of this, we'll have the conclusion to a very exciting hockey game.
This period is brought to you by Canada Alumni Perks. Get information on special events and news, or access the Alumni Job Portal. Visit canadacollege.ca/perks for more information.
And welcome back. After the game, we'll be having the 3 stars brought to you by Dave's Automotive, and we're going to hear from them right now.
Tonight's 3 Stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
Yeah, so stick around. We'll be talking about the 3 stars, of course. He's Ben Long. I'm Courtney Kenny here with you throughout the first 50 minutes of this hockey game. And we also had a cameo appearance by Sam Boyven as well in the second period as our color man for that period. And I'm sure we'll hear more from Sam at some point along the season. 9:21 left here in this third period. 3-2, the Thunderbirds lead. Shots are evened up at 26 apiece. As we're just about to get puck drop here. Again, Cap with 2 goals in this game comes in for the face-off dot. And he's had a really good game for the Thunderbirds. You have to think he's going to be one of the 3 stars of the game. Smetham looks up ice. Can't get it to go. Wilkie tries to bat that one down. And now Smetham with some speed in the neutral zone picks it up, sends it in. Beret almost didn't see that one coming till it was too late, but he was able to kick that one out. O'Brien and Cap doing some battles here along the boards, but Cap's pass misses everybody, and it's back down to the Sioux zone. McConnell Barker slows things up. Patrick just lets him go. And that's the thing that the Voodoos have done a couple of times. They haven't really pressured the Thunderbirds when they've set up their plays behind their net. They just kind of let it happen. Beaupre sends it in. Service picks it up. You can hear the Voodoos bench say wheel as they want him to skate up the ice. Skate up the ice he does before he gets it over to Patrick, who dumps it back in. Service in the near side corner. Battling with Sturge. Back to Leotino, but he can't hold the line before he dumps it back in. Beret leaves that one for Fellinger. And Fellinger just content to kind of kill some more time as there's 8 minutes left on the clock. Gazic pressuring his man, can't get it to go. The Thunderbirds play it behind their net. Lejeau plays it back from behind his net. And it's up to Leotino. Sturge to Gazic. Long just knocks that one in. And now it's Carney with the puck behind his net. Over to Boudreau. Boudreau just dumps it cross ice. It's off the end plate, and Risman has to chase after it. Thunderbirds with possession, but then Leotino picks it back up. Leotino up to Gazic. Gazic over to Sturge. Sturge takes the shot. It's blocked. Gazic picks it back up. Oh, looking out front for Long. Long picks it up. Long with the shot. It's just blocked aside from Beret. Leotino in for Sturge. Sturge taken into the boards. Lake plays that one behind his net. And now the Thunderbirds back up the ice. Kelly lets his man go by him. And now bringing it in with a good stick, though, by Ricci to stop that one. And now the puck from the corner is sent in on Flageau. But what a great defensive effort there by Ricci. And you can see the difference between a defenseman and a forward on that play.
Yeah.
Where Ricci comes in with a stick and Kelly kind of let his man get right by him.
Yeah, I think that was just more of a miscommunication of a forward trying to cover defense that he thought the other guy was going in for it, and the other guy thought Kelly was going for it. And good play by Flageau there, though, just to, stop it up and let the team reset.
Yeah, they've been not necessarily on their heels, but since that third Sioux goal, the Sioux have had some momentum. Smetham dumps that puck in, and Dundas picks it up. Back to Smetham. Smetham looking for Ricci, but Ricci was pinching, so there was nobody there. Fullerton tries to beat Raymond on that one, but Raymond gets it in deep into the Voodoo zone. Fullerton tries to kick that one away, but it's going to be Kelly who knocks that one up ice. Smetham tries to get to the puck. He's taken off it at the blue line. And the Thunderbirds are content just to dump it back in and chase. Wilkie with the puck now. Skates around. Looks for some options. Gives it to the captain, Little. But instead it's going to be Service who picks it up. Service through the neutral zone into the Thunderbird zone. Tries to get a centering pass out front. And it's out to O'Brien, who wasn't at the blue line. So he skates through the neutral zone. Couple of nice moves by O'Brien before he ultimately loses the handle on it. The Thunderbirds bench does not like O'Brien. Anytime he gets hit, you just hear their bench, even if it's just a light little tap, you hear their bench explode with cheers. So definitely not a big fan of number 7 in green. Service. It's around a couple of guys before Truchon knocks that one aside with a good stick. And the puck back to O'Brien. And now McConnell Barker's going to slow things down. Patrick giving him some pressure this time. And now the Thunderbirds through the neutral zone. Cap, 5 minutes left, takes the shot, and it comes off a weird bounce from the stanchion. Good thing Flageau was turning around and saw it come back, as he was able to stop that one. And then we get a few exchange of words there after that play.
Yeah, that was some smart thinking by Flageau to be aware, because that was a weird bounce coming back, and that could have very easily been just off of his back and into the net there.
Yeah, turning around. And just an update, it is 2-1 for the Battalion. They did give it to Kyle McDonald. It's also tied up at 1 between the York Lions and Nipissing Lakers at North Bay Memorial Gardens. On OUA TV, Derek Lindemann and Matt Sukram have that game for you. Whereas we have this one here in Powassan. And we'll also have tomorrow night's game against the Eagles right here on the Frontline Game Day broadcast on Hockey TV and YouTube, as Flageau gloves that one down and just takes the stoppage and play with 4:40 left here in the third period.
Yeah, it's been a game out there. There's been hockey with ice and pucks and players on sticks and stuff, and yeah. What's going on out there?
That's why you come to the front line for expert analysis like that.
Exactly.
As they say, let's do that hockey. Smetham. Fans on his clearing attempt, but is out into the neutral zone. Now O'Brien skates it in. O'Brien tried to make another move, but he loses the handle on it. Fellinger gets it to O'Brien. O'Brien looking for Smetham, can't get it. Little takes the shot. It's blocked by McConnell Barker, and he didn't know where it was. Now Blackburn was able to get it out front to his man. And now through the neutral zone go the Thunderbirds. Blackburn with a nifty little behind the back pass. And O'Brien looking up ice, gets it to Patrick. Patrick trying to get around his man. He can't. And he's held up at the blue line. 4 minutes left here in the third period. 3-2 Thunderbirds lead. A bit of a fan attempt there for Dundas. And because of the fan attempt, he's called for offside. So we'll get another face-off here momentarily, Ben.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't see a little rough stuff after that face-off there. There was a pretty late shot on goalie, and that's never smiled upon. So I'm surprised we didn't see a little more there with the way it's been. But speaking of the rough stuff, I've been really impressed with O'Brien's play, not just physically, but he's been making some really nice puck plays as well.
Yeah, he's got some silky mitts in this one for sure. Although the last one, he was trying to get in all alone and just left the puck where it was. As now Truchon kind of in all alone. He gets the puck around, and now they can't get anything to go, though. As it was bouncing all around. Fullerton gets the puck over to Long. 3.5 minutes left. 3-2 Thunderbirds lead. And the puck into the neutral zone for Kelly. Kelly slowing things down a little bit. Gets it back to Fullerton, who gets it up to Thompson. Thompson takes the shot. He scores! Chase Thompson ties it at 3. My goodness, the hometown hero.
Yeah, you gotta love it when the hometown kid scores a big goal like that, right? It always just makes for a great environment in the rink. And I mean, because we are the hometown broadcast, makes for a great environment in the booth too.
Well, we've heard your story a few times about Chase Thompson.
Only a couple. So, in the knot, we're telling my same story. My mom is actually really good friends with his grandma. So I hear a lot about what's going on with the Thompson camps. And I haven't heard it specifically, but he's got to be happy to be playing in Powassan, not French River this year.
You would have to think so. Starting out the year as the captain in French River before losing his captaincy. And now he's in Powassan after a trade for Will Bourret. And that's his third goal in a Voodoos uniform, and that's his 5th on the season. So in a few games with Powassan, his goal output is more than what has been with French River, as he ties it at 3 here late in the third period. Coming out is Gazic. He's been all kinds of impressive in this one, as he's taken down in the blue paint. And the Thunderbirds regain possession. Liatino. He goes across ice, and then he picks it back up. Liatino dumps that one down, but it's right into the Thunderbirds bench and out of play. So with 2:13, we're going to get another face-off here. Once again, 3-3. And I looked over into the corner where Powassan Voodoos general manager is Chris Dawson after the goal, and he was doing some fist bumps. And you can probably tell Mr. Dylan Anderson, the scout for the Voodoos, was probably covering his ears because I'm sure Chris was hooting and hollering after that Thompson goal.
Oh, certainly.
Very invested in his team, for sure. Little, up to Smetham. Smetham can't get it past the defender of the Thunderbirds as a good late defensive stick comes in and stops that one. Novello can't get it past Little. Little once again gets back up as he was trying to pick up his stick and kicks that puck away from the Thunderbirds. Alex Little, the captain and heart and soul of this Voodoos team, been very impressive. And it's dumped back in. Dundas picking it up. Smetham comes in, pressure him. A minute and a half left in the third period. Dundas tries to knock that one in, and he just sends it into the Voodoo zone. O'Brien tries to send it out, but Novello couldn't get that one to go. Cap, good block there by Little. It's back to Dundas. Smetham can't get it to Little. Little now can't get it out past Cap. Bit of a scrum here at the blue line. The Voodoos are trying to get the puck out, and they can't. Cross ice now to Cap as we're into the final minute. Takes the shot, and I don't think Flageau saw that one, so he's lucky that one missed the net. Little looking up ice. Get to the Smetham. Smetham just kicks it into the Thunderbird zone and goes for a change. 3-3 hockey game. McConnell Barker now goes for a skate, leaves it for Truchon, sends it in. McConnell Barker tries to get it out front, but he can't. The Voodoos can't clear it. McConnell Barker once again going for a skate around the zone. Goes cross ice, it misses everybody, and now Long looks up ice for Thompson, his former Trappers teammate, and he can't get that pass to go. 20 seconds here in the third period. We're tied all at 3. Cap walks his way through a couple of Voodoos, but a last-second hit by Thompson stopped him up and led to an offside call. So Chase Thompson doing it all here in the third period.
Yeah, and we've seen out the last couple lines, we've seen Thompson out there playing with Long, and they have, they've played together before, but they're also both Voodoos prospects.
Battalion.
They're Voodoos players.
Yes.
But both in battalion prospects, they've been on the ice a few times together. They've been through some things together, and that always helps when you're doing chemistry.
For sure, especially when you're newish to a team. And that'll do it for regulation. As a late hit there by Marlowe on Gazic kind of gets under the Voodoos a little hot under the collar on that one. Yeah. So after 60 minutes of play, it solves nothing. So we're going to have 3-on-3 hockey for at least 5 minutes. Then the dreaded shootout if there's no goals scored in that action. I love 3-on-3 hockey.
I really enjoy it. I don't think I actually like the fact that it's used as a decider.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. It's really enjoyable to watch, but I don't like it as a representation of the outcome of a game.
No, I don't like it either. I'd rather see 10 minutes overtime, because usually you see it end in 3-on-3. You give it 10 minutes, I think you're going to see a lot more. And just another update, still 2-1 between the Battalion and Bulldogs. The York Lions are up 2-1 on the Nipissing Lakers, though, however. So yeah, a little bit of a scoreboard watching there for the North Bay and area fans.
And is that the men's Lakers or the Lady Lakers playing tonight?
I believe it's the men's tonight.
Okay.
Midway through the third, Sudbury Cubs are up 2-1 on the Hearst Lumberjacks. The Sioux Eagles, that one looks all but over. It's 5-1 for the Eagles over the Kirkland Lake Gold Miners with 7 minutes left in that period. Espanola is down 2-1 to the Elliott Lake Red Wings. And now we're going to get going here for some 3-on-3 hockey. As we see Patrick, O'Brien, and Little out for the Voodoos. They also lead in the shot category 29-27 after 60 minutes. Again, we'll have the 3 stars of the game after this. whenever after this is. McConnell Barker looking up ice as he skates it slowly through the neutral zone. Doesn't like what he sees, so he circles back into his zone. O'Brien, the watchful eye of O'Brien that is, watching him. McConnell Barker now tries to blow by O'Brien, and he does. Gets it over to Cap. Can't get it to go. Truchon walks in all alone. Truchon with a great move, but a stick at the last minute by Flageau stops that one as he wasn't able to get the handle on it, as he had Flageau beaten, but just was able to get enough on it as he tried to go through the slot area. Cap blows a tire, and now it's McConnell Barker as the Voodoos go for a bit of a change here, as now we see Gazic out there. Going up ice. Chanichi takes the shot. It's blocked down by Flageau. And now it's quickly over to service. The Voodoos having possession of the puck for the first time here in overtime. Out front to Gazic. It's through his legs. And he's just going to take it back through the neutral zone. And to restart this one, Gazic skates in, tries to get around the defender. Santa Maria can't. Gets it back out to the point for service. Service walking the blue line, looking for some options. Can't get it to go. And now that's Chiauchi, who gets it up ice to Dundas. Dundas stripped of the puck by service. Gets it up to Gazic. And the Voodoos having some speed through the neutral zone. Takes the shot. It's blocked by Santa Maria. Kelly comes out for service. Wilkie and Gazic going off for a change. So is Chiauchi as Santa Maria stops things up. Santa Maria going up ice. Tries to get past Kelly. Kelly keeping him to the outside, takes him down, and the puck rolls in on net. Flageau stops that one. 2:54 left here in the extra frame.
Yes, that last shift out there, the Gazic and service combination, I think we're going to see some magic out of them this year. They're both quick players. They seem to sort of be able to connect on things a little bit, and this is, Gazic's first game. I think as we go along, we're going to start to see some magic there.
Yeah, he's looked good so far with the Voodoos. Out front to Brope. Takes a shot. It's up and over the glove of Flageau and just goes out of play. And if you saw on the camera, you saw a man point up to it. That's Chris Dawson trying to convince the refs, yes, that puck went out of play, but...
Yeah, made that call before the ref's whistle was
yeah, how to tell you're general manager of a hockey team. We're going to have to do a checklist, a 101 guide of how to be a GM of a hockey team featuring Chris Dawson.
Yep.
O'Brien looking for some options. Gets it over to Patrick. Patrick back out to O'Brien. O'Brien tries to get it in for Patrick as he ties his man up. The Thunderbirds didn't like that. And now it's Beaupre going in. Just goes for a bit of a skate. That's the thing about 3-on-3 overtime is the blue lines don't really matter anymore.
Well, I mean, it does in terms of defending your end.
Yeah.
But in terms of puck possession, if you have to break the blue line and go out, you do.
Leotino taking in hard in the boards, and now he gets up quickly as Marlowe had a chance if he didn't get up quickly all alone. Takes a slash from Leotino now. Marlowe didn't like that as he's hunched over a little bit, but he did take Leotino hard into the boards, and Flageau had to be strong on that one. Minute 59 left here in this period. A shot did come in, hit the post, but it was a sharp angle shot, so I don't think it hit the inside or anything of the post. It obviously hit the outside. Here's that Gazic service combination that you alluded to. Service in the corner, battles for the puck, gains it. Slows things up, minute 50 left in the period. Service with some speed with Gazic. All the players have some speed here with Gazic and Little as well as service. Gazic with some moves. Skates it in, takes the shot. Beret stops that one. Gazic back to service. Service carries that one out of the offensive zone. Little with a nifty move of his own. Skates it in, tries to get the shot up, and now we're going to see a penalty called on the Thunderbirds as we're going to get a hooking call here. So for the final minute 20, and you can see Chris Dawson clapping his hands emphatically in the corner. So for the next minute 20 to end out this overtime period, the Voodoos are going to be up a man.
there's been a couple missed calls both ways in overtime so far. So I think Powassan's a little lucky on that. I don't know if I would fault the visiting coach too much for saying the refs had it out for him.
York up 3-1 now against the Lakers as the Thunderbirds are going to call a timeout here. My thing about it is I'm not disagreeing now as the referees are going to stop the yelling coming from the Thunderbirds bench. My thing about it is, yes, there's been some missed calls about it, but that one would have been a big missed call.
Yeah, the big thing with the other one that was a big missed call was on the Leotino play. That was a pretty hard hit. That could have been a boarding call, but the other guy almost got a breakaway as a result of it. I think it was Cap that took him in there?
Yeah, Marlowe.
Marlowe, yeah.
So again, for the next minute 20, the Voodoos are going to have a 4-on-3 power play here. So if the Voodoos score here, I think all the power play misgivings are forgiven.
Yeah.
Voodoos at one.
Still something I think they want to be working on.
For sure. Gazic out to take the face off. So just goes to show how much they like him already as he's in his first game and he's out there on a power play here in the final minute here of overtime. Little stops it up behind the net. Gets it up to the aforementioned Gazic. Gazic goes cross ice for O'Brien. Back to Gazic. Back to Little. Little leaves it for Gazic. He gets it back to Little. Little over to O'Brien. Back to Little. Little with a lane. Gets it over to Gazic, who takes the shot. And that one was off the poster. Boré just got a piece of it.
That was a save.
I don't know, but it went up and over behind the glass, so it was out of play. And the Voodoos almost surgically on the Thunderbirds on that one almost got the game winner.
Yeah.
That would have been for a hero status in your first game as a Powassan Voodoo.
Man, that was a beautiful back and forth play there. And yeah, Boré just kind of I think it was a stick got out and just tapped it.
And there it is! The Voodoos score in overtime! My goodness! Off the face-off, a quick goal for Powassan! And they're going to skate away with 2 points here, as that's the captain, or Reese Smetham rather, who gets the overtime winner. Powassan take this one 4-3 in overtime.
I did not expect that game to come back that way. Heading into the third period, Sioux had a pretty strong grasp on the game. I think Flageau earned a lot of credit his way, and I think the team owns him pretty big.
Voodoos coming out for the big salute after the game. (4-3) for the Powassan Voodoos.
Yeah, and for all the really nice plays that happened on that power play, for it to be just a little sort of quick off the whistle, tiny shot in there. I don't know if that did the game justice, but,
At the end of the day, I don't think the Voodoos care if it did the game justice.
No,
they're pretty happy with the
they
2
can't be
points.
upset with the results at all.
So heading into a back-to-back against the two Sioux teams. We'll be playing the Sioux Eagles tomorrow. The Voodoos are already up with 2 points out of a possible 4 on the weekend. And that's a great start here from Powassan. We're just waiting on the 3 stars of the game.
Here, Will.
Tonight's 3 Stars is brought to you by Dave's Automotive Services, 411 Airport Road in North Bay. Expert troubleshooting, quality repairs, and time-efficient labor are the 3 stars of service you can expect from Dave's.
So again, just waiting on the 3 stars. Looks like we're going to get 2 Voodoos players. Just using my eyes of deduction here. And so Chase Thompson being the 3rd star of the game, hometown hero there with the game-tying goal. And that'll be Darren Kapp getting the 2nd star of the game.
He played a good game, can't argue that one.
No, had 2 goals. Caden Long picking up 1st star of the game honors.
Yeah, he had a great game out there too. Like, him and Thompson look really good together. Service and Gazic look really good together. I think we're starting to see some chemistry build out there between players that I'm hoping we can see, foundations of things build off of.
Yeah, this is a different Powassan Voodoos team than what we saw even just a few short weeks ago. It's amazing what solid goaltending can do for you as well. So,
Yeah.
Cannon Flageau having a game for the ages here in this one. And, of course, Caden Long, got to give a shout-out to him as outgoing North Bay Mayor Al McDonald. His grandfather's here in attendance. And, of course, his dad, Mark Long, also in attendance here. So, great to see Caden Long named the first star in this one. And for Powassan to come out with a 4-3 victory, I'd like to thank Ben Long and all you listeners at home. But, again, of course, the birthday boy, Ben Long, for joining me as producer and color in this one. And Sam Boyven as well for joining in for color for a period.
Also, happy birthday, Mike.
Yes, happy birthday, Mike, our intrepid cameraman. It is not his birthday. It was his birthday about a month ago, so we'll give him to that one. But anyways, I'm Courtney Kenny. He was Ben Long. So we'll be back at it again here tomorrow night against the Sioux Eagles. And if this game is any indicator, can't wait. Keep your eyes on the front line.
Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Average Joe's Eatery. Average Joe's, where we want your experience here to be a happy one. 3501 Trout Lake Road.
Meals are a special time for families to gather, share their day, and spend quality time together. Those dinners are made extra special when you add tropical produce found in the markets and grocery stores that carry La Huerta imports. La Huerta knows the importance of family, so they know which quality products make the best quality meals for your customers, whether it be Mexican Hass avocados, Brazilian figs, Ecuadorian red dragon fruit, or something just as exotic and special. To get your supply of the best tropical produce at competitive prices with brands buyers trust, contact La Huerta Imports at 705-752-1478.
Community engagement is one of our core focuses at McDonald's. The key is finding the right people who are passionate about the same things we are, helping kids be kids. McDonald's proudly supports local organizations such as the North Bay Regional Health Center Foundation, Big Brothers Big Sisters, One Kids Place, the Children's Aid Society, and Ronald McDonald House Charities. Stop by McDonald's on 1500 Fisher Street, North Bay, to see how we can serve you and the community every day.
Hey there, I'm Mike the Financial Advisor. When you strip it down to its core and you take away all the industry jargon, I help people solve financial concerns. So if you're concerned that you'll never save enough to retire comfortably, or that your kid is going to graduate post-secondary $40,000 in debt, or maybe even that life is going to take a really unfortunate sideways turn and somebody is going to have to open a GoFundMe page for you and your family, I can help you prevent all of those things from happening. If you want to see how, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Just do a search for Mike the Financial Advisor. You should find me.